The basic math. Ability minus distractions equals performance. It's a very powerful equation. Your ability, it is what it is. At the moment that you're about to put together an at-bat to take a pitch, you are what you are. The training is over. The preparation is over. That's not going to change. So if you remove distractions, your ability would equal performance. So we start managing the distractions. Well, what we know is that distractions are almost always entirely driven by fear. When I get to a two-strike count, I'm thinking about striking out. That's fear. I'm distracted. When I get to a 2-1 count, and I'm thinking, I got to do damage here. I have to do this. I have to. That's fear talking. If we can eliminate fear, which is very difficult to do, we have a chance of eliminating distractions. What is our best weapon against fear? Well, it's that magic word, confidence. What does it mean? Where does it come from? We know how powerful a confident hitter is in the batter's box. And we tell them all the time, be confident. But you can't tell somebody to be confident. It doesn't work that way. The gentleman asked me, who is the best mental skills coach in the world? And I thought about the guys who had really, really influenced me. Bob Rotella, Ken Ravizza, John Elliott. I said, who's the best? Harvey Dorfman's still impacting all of us. And the more I thought about it, the answer was none of those people. The best mental skills coach in the world is any coach who properly prepares his athlete for competition. The 15-second window. The game is played in 15-second increments. Pitch. 15 seconds. Pitch. That 15 seconds is an eternity. You have to have a plan for how you're going to handle it because your mind has a chance to go all over the place. So when we practice in rapid fire speed, it doesn't simulate the challenges of getting your mind right every 15 seconds. You must commit to a process of protecting your mind from distractions during the 15 seconds between pitches. That 15-second funnel. How are you going to protect your mind during it? If you don't have a plan, it's going to go all over the place. Until you commit to something, you'll be distracted by everything. If you don't have a plan for the 15 seconds, you're not going to get your mind back to where it needs to be at the end very frequently. Okay? Why? Because there are so many things in that 15 seconds that are going to distract us. There's 12 different counts between 0-0 and 3-2. Bad hitters have 12 different approaches. Good hitters have 2. 2 strikes, or I don't have 2 strikes. But when I get to a 2-1 count and I get greedy, that's not focusing. That's not competing. When I get to 0-1 count and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to get to 2 strikes and open up the zone, that's not competing. You have 24 combinations of outs and base runners. First and third, nobody out. Nobody on, 2 outs. Bases loaded, 1 out. 12 counts, 24 combinations. That's 288 possible things that are going on out there. That does not include score, inning, time of the season, etc. All of these things are going to challenge you and take you away from where your mind needs to be, unless you have a plan. The title in your book, Being Great is Being Boring. That's because you have to do the same thing over and over and over again. Not physically, mentally. Mentally, I have to get my mind back to the same place as many times as possible. The better the hitter, the smaller number of plans they have. Some hitters can have 2 plans. Less than 2 strikes, 2 strikes. So here's the funnel. The funnel starts at 15 and it works its way down to 0. At 0 is a baseball, because at 0 you had better be seeing a baseball. Not thinking about anything, not thinking about seeing a baseball, but just seeing it and tracking it. Okay? And in that 15-second window, you have an enormous opportunity to get lost and never get down to the ball. Over on the side there, the player's focus should be on renewing his commitment to his plan rather than trying to repeat movement patterns. The movement pattern is created by the approach and the plan. So if I'm in the batter's box and I'm thinking about repeating a swing, I'm already digging a hole for myself. The swing is a result of the approach. The swing is already ingrained based on your training. When you think about the word repeating a swing, I hear this all the time. This guy can't repeat. It's because he's not renewing his commitment to his plan. And if you try to repeat something, understand that what you're trying to repeat was not created out of a mindset of trying to repeat anything.